Okay, this is a very exciting part of the reading right now. We're going to do piece number 7. What's going to happen here is you're going to have left-hand bass clef displayed here. You're going to have to really get tuned in to really how to read the bass clef, okay? And watch carefully that you're playing the correct note in the left hand. And it's making it easier because I'm putting the left hand in all by itself, followed then by your right hand reading. The main purpose for this exercise right now is your right hand reading, where you're playing 2-note, 2-note, 2-note. I have the fingerings displayed here. You can use them as a reference. It would help you, but if you get distracted from it a little bit and play something a little different, it's okay. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't get so determined to have the exact fingering. The fingerings will help you get around in certain configurations within the chord, but you'll find yourself in the process of just reading and keeping the flow moving that occasionally you'll wander from what fingering is set in this little piece here. It's okay, okay? Let's get right to it right now. This is a beautiful piece. I think you'll find that by playing 2 notes followed by 2 to 2, your single melodic reading of your melodies and tunes, which we're going to be benefiting here, is going to get dramatically increased. Okay, you're going to really find that you're going to be able to see notes now, flats and sharps, and by reading 2 notes at a time, our typical melody in a song is only going to be 1 note. So you really got to get real sharp at reading these notes. Okay, and this is pushing you too. If you use a metronome, which would be great, by playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and pushing this up along to get to the next 2-note selection will really help you a lot. So, but in the meantime, count out loud. Think of it as being, just be looking ahead. Train your eyes to be looking ahead what's coming up. Okay, let's get right to it. This is a beautiful little piece. Great reading exercise. A lot of benefits. Starting off here, first of all, on the left hand. That's middle C, okay? Okay, and there's the B follow, and then A, and then the G, and F, and to the E. See, it goes right down. So I could give you a little hint. Those first 5 notes go right, first 6 notes, they go right down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then back up to the F, and back up to the G. Okay, so the first 2 bars, two lines, they go right down, and then back up. And then you're going to be getting in some alterations, A flat, E flat, G flat, D flat. Okay, let's go right through. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I use a sustain pedal to blend them all together. Then I lift up when I play the B in the left hand. And then back down. Second line. Now, third line, A flat. Now remember, this right here, that B flat and C, the next 2-note grouping is a B flat and D. That stays B flat for the whole bar until you get past the bar line, then it shuts off. And then you get an E flat in the left hand. Okay, same thing there. Second bar of the third line, B flat and G. See that? That B flat's still there from the first grouping, okay? Then we go to the G flat left hand. See, I'm using the fingering that I have written here, but if you get wandered from it, it's okay. You stay as close to it as you can. It'll help you. Then a low F sharp here. Okay, so what's going to happen is you'll see that F sharp in the left hand, but you don't play this one up here because it's near middle C. See how that one's getting really low? And then you get here. Isn't that nice? So, the big issues here are going to be getting that left hand so you can read those bass clef notes now. And that's, it's presented in a very simplistic fashion here because you're playing just a whole note. Once you play it, then you can forget about it and concentrate on the right hand. Then you have to call upon it again. So try to get to the point where you see a note, you know that's an E flat or a G flat or a D flat. Spend some time really going over that bass clef presentation. Remember, the bass clef, there's different ways you can be looking at it. I mean, on this page here we have, for example, let's go to the second bar of the second line. You see that? That's an E, okay? A lot of times you could do 2 different things. You can go A, C, E, G are the spaces, and G, B, D, F, A are the lines. Or sometimes a nice little trick to it is to look at that that note there, which in the treble clef would normally be a C, look at it up to the next space, and that brings it into an E. That turns it into an E, so that's what it is, an E. So if you look at all these notes in the bass clef like they're up to the next line of space, it would indicate what they are, and you can keep the same treble clef formula going. But I think you'll find after you see them in a while, you'll put them to memory. There's not that many of them, but I think it's a great way to get introduced to the bass clef, which is a very prominent part of classical piano playing. There's no chords here. You don't want to put any letters in or anything right now to give away those. You want to really give yourself a good workout. The big thing with this lesson is going the two notes, and try to get to each grouping as quickly as possible. So set the metronome comfortably. 1, 2, 3. Push yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can't do it with a metronome, just count it out loud, and I can assure you that your reading of melodies in just your general music and tunes you want to pick of your own is going to be dramatically improved. Okay, this is a wonderful page, and it's very musical too. Enjoy.